Oh, all right. So it is February 22nd. So that gave me goosebumps. All right. So those of you that don't know, when my mom passed away, her birthday is August 2nd, and she died on July 22nd of this year. And every number I saw leading up to her death was like number 22. So I looked it up, and it's like very biblical. I believe that I can't remember now exactly what it was, but I'll have to look it up and share it with you. So now when I see that number, I'm like, my mom is here. So I might cry. Ironically, I'm moving in my new house on today. That's crazy. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I was at my daughter's cheer competition, and I walk in the door, and it's a big 22. And I'm like, holy crap. Okay. She's going to do good. You know, we got this. So, all right. So getting started, I wanted to talk about manager. For those of you, I know most everybody is either working on whatever's next on their, like if you're not a consultant, you're going to work towards consultant right now. Ask for help. If you need someone to get on a call, like I'm even doing that because, like Susan Miller said, we don't have to do this by ourselves. You guys, we work together for a reason. Yes, I'm not your boss, but if I can help add value to the person you're talking to, all the more reason to say, hey, do you mind getting on a call for 15 minutes with my leader or whatever, so that we can share our story. You know what I mean? Because we can bring it to life sometimes a little better, like not just, hey, my friend lost this much weight, or you know what I mean? Like we have so many resources, and that's something that we're actually like talking about changing in HHP a little bit. We want it to become a little more personal, and we want to start sharing more real results. So we might be doing I will be doing interviews with everybody, so that we can post like even just a 3 to 5 minute video in HHP, so that other people can see that you're a real person, had real results, and you're there to say that it, you know what I mean? Just so people can get to know us better. Kind of creating that community again. I think that's exciting. There's a lot of things we're going to be working on, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. But I want everybody in those manager pools. I would go back to when I hit manager the first time. I know I earned in the pools. I don't remember how much it was, but you know, that money's there for us to take advantage of. So I kind of want to show you what it looks like if I can. I'm going to direct you to some of the resources that are in the back office so that you know where they are. Oh, I don't know, Tayani. She said she can't hear us now. And you're not muted. Maybe you could try to like disconnect. I don't think she can hear me. I'm trying to talk to her. She said she can't hear. Maybe log out and log back in. I don't know. Okay. So she missed a lot. That's probably good. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to share my screen to here and go to first. All right, so this is the manager pool, and I'll show you where I got it just so that you know. So contest and promotions. Oh, good, my internet's unstable. Not the crystal reset. Manager. Okay, I hit the wrong button. I just know whenever I first started, I wanted to like dig in and just know everything. So this is a lot like the, what do I want to call it? Leader in action formula. It's a little different, I think, for managers because you're not paid as executive. So you don't have to be that. You just have to be paid as manager. Okay. Be a manager for a minimum of 1 week during the bonus pool month. So even if you're only in the pools for 1 week and you have growth, you can earn. So ideally, I would say for the most part, you're at least going to stay paid as manager for a whole month if you have two people like earning. You know that sometimes they fall in and out, but if you're hitting manager and then you're going to direct, you should keep making new ones. And the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because getting your people paid is where you're going to make the most money. Enrolling is great, double PIBs are great, and that's like the fast, instant money, which we say that all the time. But long-term money is where you making your consultants, getting $100 for each one of them. Manager bonus is $250. Like, I want you guys earning that money. So whatever I need to do to help you get there, by all means, just say the word. I know that Lindsay is having, or you guys are all having, a sip and sample Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll plan on being there unless I need to take, my son has baseball on Wednesdays. It just depends on whether or not my husband's available. Get people there. You cannot ask one or two. If you want one or two to come, you need to ask 20. If you want 5 to show up, you need to ask 50, 1 in 10. And maybe they don't come this time, but they come the next time, so and to be honest, you guys don't need me. I'm gonna shout out to Lindsay because she does a beautiful job doing the whole presentation. Like, I don't think I could do it better myself. So you don't have to worry if I'm not there, because I think she takes the lead and she does a great job with it. So I don't think you need to worry. So that being said, so you're gonna I think you have to enroll one person per month, be paid as manager. And then ideally, if you are doing that, your cycle growth should go up. So your enrollments times, you want to rank advance somebody to consultant, your cycle growth, and your weeks active at manager. As long as it's 1 week, then you'll earn some shares. And I'm not saying this to be bold or whatever, but so my first year, when I was executive, I know what I made in the executive pools because it was a lot. And I'll go back and I'll share it with you. I'll look up what I made in manager and director pools too. But I know, I don't think you guys know, but I out earned my full-time income as a hairdresser in my first year, and it was because of the pools. Okay. My first big pool check was $3,500, and that's not including my cycles. That was just my first executive. And then the next one was like 10,000. And I'm not anywhere near like Cindy Walter, okay? So she's made like 50,000 in 1 month. But that being said, that was a big deal to me, And so I'm glad that they're recreating this and they've changed it so that you guys can earn the money sooner than later. So I want everybody to take advantage of it. So that being said, what I do every single time, and I think I said this, I shared it, but maybe it's different if I actually give you the visual. Every single reset, I start filling out, who am I going to promote to consultant? Okay. Who can I share with that can get their products paid for? And it doesn't have to be that they do the business. They just have 2 friends. I think that we need to offer more sip and samples for people so that they can invite their own personal people too to share about the products. So look at someone that's having great results using the products, see if they would be willing to have their own sip and sample, or they can invite to yours, but make it easy for them so that you can help them get paid. So and it could take a while. So one of my girls who has been a consultant for me since 2016, she's a good friend of mine. We talk weekly. And I think I say this every single reset, but for some reason, I think she might finally get it. Like, she was like, what do I need to do? I said, if you provide a consultant, because her client wants to share with a couple friends, I said, what do I get for that? And I said, well, if you promote a consultant, you get $100. She goes, I do? I'm like, yep. It's only been me saying this for 4 years. um, and I said, her aunt and her sister could potentially become consultants for her, which is $100 each. And then she would become manager for the first time ever. But she stays paid as consultant all the time. And that's another thing that we were talking about in the mastermind, is that we need to celebrate the small victories, because her staying paid as consultant is wonderful for me. Do I want her to make more? Absolutely. Here, hold on. The last time I figured out her holding volume, legit, I think she had $70,000 on one side. And I tell her often, because I'm like, this is how much money you have available coming to you if you share, if you talk about it. And she's like, because it really has changed her life. Someone, I want to do her testimony so much. She's someone who, she's at high risk for cancer. She has really problems with her skin cancer. Like, she's got some kind of genetic disorder. Oh my gosh, and it's not gonna let me log in. She has to go every 3 months, and she usually has some kind of, something on her skin that needs removed to prevent what she has going on. Okay. So, she's also homozygous for the BRCA gene. So she had a double mastectomy as prevention. And she carries her toxins differently than some people. Like, she struggles with the cleanse days. However, I think that it's a game changer for her. We figured out ways for her to cleanse, because I think that the reason that she has issues with cancer is that, this is not her, is that the toxicity in her body doesn't get taken out. So I think that this is to save her life. My internet must be really quick.
Sarah,
yeah.
Is there any chance you can mute everybody else? I'm having a hard time hearing you over background noise.
Yeah. Sorry, and I'm not real loud. Hold on. I don't even know. Here, I'll just. I didn't even see Gabby. Hi, Kendra. You are here. Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
No. Not mute myself. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so back to my little friend here. If I can get hers to load. Okay, here we go. Courtney. All right. So look at this number right here, 450,000 BV. Okay. So what you do is you take 450 and I divide it by 600. She has 750 cycles. It's $40,000. Sorry. So that's a lot of cycles just sitting there. She's been with me a long time, and someday I just pray that she gets it. Okay. But I keep saying it because even like, y'all know Bree, I think for a whole year, she, she just was a happy product user. She shared with a couple people, but I kept saying, hey, do you know that you can make money doing this? So I just think that you can never, ever say it enough or share enough with people. All right. So what I do is I make this bubble sheet with all the people that could potentially become a consultant. If they have holding volume like she does, I write down how much is theirs next to her name so that when I talk to her, I can share how much she has. And when like I was saying, after watching Susan Miller on Monday, I did reach out to Cindy because I have a guy that's about to enroll, and I've been talking to him for an entire year. And it wasn't that I was always talking about Isagenix. I did get a little more bold after NYKO, and I said, hey, I want to show you what income you can possibly make doing this. like I went after him for the business side because he was asking me about the business since last February. He is a semi-professional baseball player. He has coached my son a little bit with baseball. And I just kind of tried to develop a relationship with him. So we talk often about different things. Sometimes we just harass each other, but I finally said, hey, you told me you were too busy for a long time. Are you ready? So he finally this week was like, you know what? I think that I need some help with my training and the income opportunity would be great. So I'm planning to either get him on the phone with Tyler because I feel like that's more relatable. Or if I can't get Tyler because he's in Taiwan and it's such a time difference, I'm going to have Cindy get on a 3-way call. Same thing with a personal trainer that I talked to a couple weeks ago from Planet Fitness. Yesterday, I just flat out said, so are you ready to join me? Because it's like, oh gosh, what's her name? She's my favorite. She was a trainer at NYKO. She said, if you're a trainer, it's a no-brainer, which some personal trainers will say to you. I don't like to give nutrition advice, right? So what you do is, okay, maybe you don't want to share it with anybody, but you want to try the products because you're going to look better, feel better. And you can also always share Mary Evans if it's someone that's in the gym that's a personal trainer, because she said, I didn't think I needed this. These are the results I had. And then people start asking you, even when you're already fit and you get fitter, people want to know what you're doing. Okay. So print your bubble sheet. And what I'm doing is I have a bubble sheet that is consultants, and then I print another one and I'm like, okay, who am I getting to manager? So every single one of you, your name's on there. I mean, Kendra is back to manager, I believe now. And then next, once you get to that point, go to director. So I just think it's important for you to share with your people that, like I try to say it a little bit in every conversation, and it's just like you're planting seeds, who do you know? Because people will start asking you as soon as you have results, even if it's I do it in the open the box call. So Isagenix also has these nice little training things in the Isagenix business page. So I think this is great. The other thing I do almost every day is I listen to Isagenix podcast, because if my belief isn't 10 out of 10 in every area, it makes you waver, right? So I'm shocked at the times that I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm not doing that, or I'm not using that, or that's something new I could do. So I'm always learning. So I would never say to you, I don't need any help, or I don't need to grow or learn more, because I think I always need to be growing and learning more. The other thing that is great for this is sometimes I even use these scripts. I don't know if you guys are aware of the scripts that are here. What to say, because if you're not sure, make it easy. Now, I do know that, like Susan Miller said, she doesn't do any scripting. And I understand that, because I would say I have a hard time when I'm messaging people, I can use a script a little bit, but in person, I don't know that I would. And a lot of it is practice. Trying to get it in anywhere you can, what you can say and what you can do. But so ironically, some of the other leaders were saying how they would like to start doing like working calls together. And so what a beautiful thing that we've already been doing that. I know some of you haven't been on the calls usually Saturday mornings we work, but I felt that with all the questions about, if I get a consultant back up. So if you have not been executive and you reactivate an old consultant, say someone wants to jump back on, they order their products, they have people active under them, that one counts. Okay. If you've already hit manager, you can't hit the manager bonus again, but you can work towards director, and you can still get the director bonus of $750 and your executive bonus of $1,000 plus $100 for every consultant getting there. So I don't know. What else do you need from me, guys? I'm gonna not share this. Questions? Can unmute and let me know how I can help you. No? I'm gonna make somebody talk. Okay, let's share a victory for the week. Kendra enrolled too, so she's in my drawing for $50, right? Woo! Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should just, for every enrollment, I'll put a name in because Tayani had an enrollment this week. Chris Amato, I believe. Lindsay, did you have one this week?
No, I should have. I don't know if I'll have one today. I'll make a consultant today probably, and then one of his enrollments will probably become a consultant too.
Well, he's on his way to manager then. That is cool.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
See, that is fun, guys. I like it when people get paid. I'm surprised at people that are not driven by money because I like dollars. Hold on, I can't hear you, Kendra. Nope, can't hear you. No. Do you have your sound on, maybe? Bummer. All right, how's everybody doing with their reach outs? Maybe type it for me. All right.
Oh, here comes my dog.
Oh. That's okay. We have good, Gabby. I'm hoping the girl from work enrolls today. Yes. You have a couple girls that need to get started. Free shipping until tomorrow. And then, oh yeah, you can always set goals for next week too. So most the end of the month. All right. How do you suggest we tweak the convert to associate conversation now that there's a fee? I would never wait because I feel like that gets you into the limbo land of people don't share at all because they don't feel the pressure, so to speak. So I would say, I don't know, when I talked to other leaders, they said they had people switching without even knowing there was a fee or even caring. I would still say it the same. I'm going to have you click and convert to associate. I mean, maybe we need to, I think the fee, I don't know how it looks. I need to log into somebody's account and see what it looks like to see like what it says to them. Because I know I had a lady, now there is a window. So if they were a past enrollment, I think we had 60 days. If they enrolled prior to the end of January, that they don't pay a fee. So if you have someone that should be getting or could become a consultant soon that had enrolled prior to that, I would get them converted because that way they don't get charged. And there might be some issues there. So if they do end up paying something, we need to call Isagenix and make sure they get their money back. But those people that were enrolled prior to that date, new enrollments going forward, yes. And I might even call PK and ask him the exact verbiage that we should be using because he probably has a script. Kind of like I mean, his scripts are what I follow all the time. My new enrollments, like open the box call. I say, you know, those things that he has coached me to say. So I'm sure he probably has a script. So maybe I'll check on that for sure. But anyone who was enrolled prior to January, I think 27th, they had 60 days to convert without a fee. So make sure you have those conversations with those people. So Gabby should be enrolling one today. If you already have one for the week, I would definitely go for your second one too. Do your follow-ups. Just see who might want to take advantage. Let's see. See what Kendra's sending us. Oh, okay. And the other thing is, if you need me to help dig down in your tree and look who's active, look who might want to be sharing, because if they're active with at least 100 BV and they have holding volume, you might want to just see if they have people they want to share with. And I do think that maybe we should go back to Sunday night power posts. And that's where we make like a post about the opportunity, the business, a testimonial, a transformation, and then we all love on each other's posts and really get the post boosted up. That way, more people see it, because typically Sunday nights people are looking for some kind of opportunity. So I think we should try to do that again. I think it will help everyone. And the more I post, here's what I'm going to tell you guys. It's really hard sometimes when I'm busy, but the more I post, the more enrollments I have. So, and I know I have to tell myself that, like, you have to be posting, you have to be posting, you have to be posting. And we need to, I utilize my stories a lot, and I don't know that I'm doing it the right way. I probably need to find some trainings for us, but I think I look back at who's looking at my stories, and people look at my stories that I've never talked to before. So I write their names down and I figure out a way to get in a conversation with them of some kind. The leaders yesterday were talking about it, and I thought I need to look into it. Before they do their power hour, they go to their prospect stories and comment. Okay, so make a comment about whatever they posted, and then you go and do your stories in your post, because that'll drive them back to you, if that makes sense. So don't just, you can heart it, but make sure that because that'll send a message to them. Like, oh, that's so cute, that's so fun. Just like we used to do with Facebook posts, but now we need to be doing it on stories instead. So maybe Monday night we will. I'm sorry, what?
I was going to ask you, when you do those posts, are you making them all public, or are you just sending it to your friends?
I am always public all the time. So I'm thinking I will do a call on Monday nights too. And I think that maybe one a week we should do a working call. The leaders said that they get more traffic in the mornings. So doing your power hour in the morning might be more valuable than in the evening. So maybe our Saturday could be a working call and Monday would be a training call. But I think that changing up how we do things might be for everyone. So if you are new and you are not used to posting on Facebook in general. And I used to be pretty private and I didn't post a lot and I didn't put things public. When I started in the business, I made everything public, and I post you have to post every day something. I mean, it used to be that we needed to post, I think, 3 or 4 times a day. So like the high traffic times are first thing in the morning, lunchtime, and after work and right before bed. That's when people are scrolling. And you can say, oh, I'll be so annoying because people will see all my stuff. Facebook doesn't allow the majority of your friend list to see your stuff. But it seems like with stories, more people see stuff then. And people tell me, oh yeah, I watch your Facebook all the time, but they've never said one word. They've never liked anything. They've never commented. So people are watching. So have fun with it. Post about your products, post about just your life in general. I don't know. Does that help, guys?
Can I ask another question?
Yep.
It does. Can I ask another question? Just kind of go backwards a little bit because my phone is connected to my car and I had my earbuds in, so I had to hang up and dial back in. So I don't know if anybody commented, but I have a question. When you were enrolling people, like I enrolled my sister recently, and I talked to her about the business side of it, and she said no, she wasn't interested, but her boss signed up the same day. So I enrolled both of them, and that's how my husband became consultant. I mean, I didn't know, my husband did, but my question is if you have, because now my sister is like she's like really excited because she's only been doing the products for like 2.5 weeks, and she signed up for the Ice to Body Challenge all on her own. I mean, I had told her about it, but I didn't know she would figure it out. She did. So when you have somebody that's new like that, and they actually have somebody, even though they say they're not interested in the business, should I have enrolled her boss under her? Or I mean,
No.
she said can't we just go underneath you guys? And I'm like, well, yeah, you can, because she wasn't interested. But I think that at some point in time, she's going to be interested. And now I feel bad because that could have been one person for her.
Well, that's okay. It's going to happen. And no, I would not have enrolled anyone under her if she said no. Because what happens if you do that is that they end up a pirate forever and they never enroll in a second person. So she's going to have to share with 2 people. That's okay. I don't think it's.
All right.
So,
And then I have another
I mean, think about when I enrolled you, and you know, I asked Sarah if she wanted to make money, and she said no, and I didn't ask you, and I should have, but you might not have said yes at that point either. And it was a little sticky because it was your boss and stuff, but I mean, at least I put them under you so that you benefit from them. So you have to help her share with 2 friends. Maybe there's 2 other coworkers she could enroll.
Okay, well, I have her daughter who had a baby, and then her daughter-in-law just had a baby yesterday. So I would like to share that Mommy and Me page, but I'm not a member of that, so I don't know how to do that. So I don't know if you could help me out with that. Is Lindsay still on?
I don't know that there is a Mommy and Me page. Is that what you mean?
Well, I thought there was like like new moms or whatever group.
I can check.
I've seen it.
I'm not in it.
Yeah, and I'm obviously not in it.
So we are talking about that maybe as a team we might make just a testimonial page that is a little less crazy than HHP. I'll send you some information that you can share with her because there's lots of articles on Isagenix health.net.
Okay. That'd be great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for asking questions. I appreciate that. All right, girls. I'm going to, I think, sign off here and go move some stuff.
Have fun moving.
I'm just ready for it to be over. All right, so if you have anything that you need from me.
I think at the end, just look at the end result. You'll be so excited to be in your new home.
Yes, and I'd be excited to sleep. So if you need
All right,
anything
well, have
in
a
the
great
next few
day,
days,
everybody.
I will stay attached to my phone as much as I can, because if you need anything, I really want to help you guys through the weekend. Go for that next promotion that you're working on. Okay. Okay. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.